Hey everyone, welcome to this episode of the Snapshots from the Summit, where in 5 minutes or less we share with you something that you can immediately apply to help you unlock the money vault and escape the cage that's keeping you imprisoned, whether that's your 9 to 5 just over broke job, or whether it's a business that is not giving you the freedom or the financial return that you so desire. Today's episode is proudly sponsored by Conquer Your Everest. And if you'd like to know more about how to escape the 9 to 5 and unlock that money vault, head on over to conqueryoureverest.today. Now on to today's show. In Australia, when I'm recording this particular episode, it's a couple of days away from the end of the financial year, which is a time when all Australians are getting their tax together, and they find out how much they made or didn't make, as a matter of fact. And it can be a fantastic time for some people, because they might have made a shit ton of money and they managed to plan their tax affairs. So for other people, it might be a pretty sad time of the year, because they just find out how much time they spent over the last year working for the man or working in a business, and then the financial return that they did or did not get. So on today's episode, I just want to share with you basically a framework that you want to apply when it comes to all things really, financial, health, wealth, relationships. You can apply this framework. You want to start thinking long term, right? By long term, I mean think in decades, but you want to act short term. You want to act in days, right? So I'll give you an example. Behind me, see if I just pan around here, you might just see that's basically what I like to call a control panel, right? That's my thinking in decades. See all those post-it notes that are all in that over my right shoulder as I look at it? Those are my think in decades. Those are all the ideas and projects, etc., that I may or may not attempt in some time in the future, right? And then as I walk across the board, then over in that far left-hand side, as I look at the board, you'll see 6 post-it notes there. They are the think or take action in days. So I've got a number of projects that I'm working on. As an example, at the end of this, in the next couple of days, we'll be planning our next 90-day project cycle. So we work in 90-day cycles. We actually work in 330-day cycles, but we plan over 90 days our projects. But those projects come from those thinking in decades, right? They come from thinking in decades and what it is we want to accomplish over the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years that are going to align with the way that we want to live our life. Okay, so think in decades, think long term. Unfortunately, the majority of people think short term. Short term thinking is take the job for the paycheck. That's really short term thinking, right? No satisfaction there. You're working for money, right? And nothing wrong with working for money, but it's an example of short term thinking. Now, an example of long-term thinking is, in the next 12 months, 18 months, I want to develop an income on the side that equates to the same amount of money that I'm earning in my job, so then I can have a really great decision to make. Do I continue to work on the job, or do I now focus full-time on expanding this business that I've developed on the side, which is an example of long-term thinking, right? You're developing something that's going to pay you long-term versus the job, which is short-term thinking, right? So just to review, As we come to the end of the financial year, you'll either be happy or sad. You'll either be very happy or very sad, right? If you've got a job, very sad. But you've got a clean slate in a few days, right? And so you want to start thinking in decades, thinking of the things you want to accomplish over the next 10, 20, 30 years, but you want to be taking action in days. Now, this is one of the things that we work through with our clients in the Magicians Guild and at Conquer Your Everest. And so if that's of interest to you, to be able to escape the rat race, escape the cage that's holding you hostage in the next financial year, and you'd like to learn how to think in decades but act in days and get shit done, then head on over to conqueryoureverest.today. This is it for today's Snapshots from the Summer episode. Dwayne Cunningham signing off till next time. Have an amazing day. And remember, think in decades, but act in days. Till next time, have a great one. Bye.